G'day, it's Rachel from Brisbane, Australia here. Um, so when I was 13, I contracted a very nasty virus, which led to chronic fatigue syndrome. So finishing high school and university was not without a lot of struggle, pain and lethargy, and pretty poor immune system. What did go around, I pretty much contracted in a spectacular way. I did manage to have a successful music career, but it was not without, daily health struggles. However, I did end up travelling to Europe in my late 20s, and unfortunately, I contracted Lyme disease, and this is where the wheels completely fell off. So all my organs started shutting down. I knew what I wanted to say, but I just couldn't get the words out. So I had to stop work, and I couldn't eat very much. So I could only have about half a dozen foods for quite a few years, about 4 or 5 years. I was constantly taking 22 charcoal pills every day just to try and feel a little bit less reactive to things that I touched or ingested. Um, I couldn't walk outside without getting a migraine from the sun, and sounds like TV, phone ringing sent me into quite a bit of shock. Um, so I was at my parents' place because I was doing my fourth stress breakdown at this stage where I was just pretty much shaking every day, not able to sleep, only getting about a couple of hours sleep maybe every fourth night. I was barely existing. I remember I just took like a drop of homeopathy and it put me on the carpet floor for about 4 days. I was literally at my wit's end. I was detoxing the Lyme disease out, which was way worse than the disease itself. And so my body just pretty much, it had shut down. So by the grace of God, I found Ian Cleary, and he was able to take me through the process. And by the end of the first day, I had got on a bike and ridden around the block. My legs really hurt, but I did it. And by the end of the second day, I was gardening. And then by the end of the third day, I was able to pick up my son and walk into his school. We went grocery shopping. I hadn't been into a shop in about 8 years because I was pretty much bedbound and housebound for all that time. So I'm spectacularly grateful for this process and how my life has just catapulted into the land of the living as opposed to the opposite. I'm very passionate about neuroplasticity and what the brain can do. I'm going to become a lightning process practitioner. And within a couple of months after doing the course, I was walking about 7 kilometres a day. I was just so excited that I could exercise. I was on a jet ski here on the Queensland beaches, doing my most absolutely favourite thing to do in the whole wide world, socialising and just living. And I'm just so super, super, super grateful for Phil Parker and Ian Cleary, and living a life that I absolutely love.